00. I've always been that protective dad, you know? The kind who looks at every guy my daughter dates like they're a potential suspect in a high-profile heist. Then she brings home Caleb, 015. Caleb was a lot. He wore these vintage Hawaiian shirts, had a laugh that sounded like a broken hyena, and drove a beat-up truck that smelled like wet golden retriever. My daughter, Maya, is a straight-A pre-law student. Caleb, he spent his weekends finding himself in the woods, 0034. For 6 months, I gave him the cold shoulder, short nods, one-word answers. I was a master of the uncomfortable silence. I figured if I was boring enough, he'd just drift away, 0052. But then, last Thanksgiving, the incident happened. The power went out right as the turkey was hitting the table. It was pitch black, freezing, and my wife was on the verge of a total meltdown. 1:08. While I'm fumbling for a flashlight, I hear this clatter from the garage. I run out there, and there's Caleb, holding my old, dusty generator that hasn't started since the Clinton administration. 1:25. He looks at me, grease smeared across his forehead, and says, "Sir, do you happen to have a half-inch wrench and a positive attitude?" 1:40. I didn't laugh. I just handed him the wrench. For the next hour, we worked in the dark. No dude, mon petit, no bro, just two guys trying to save dinner. 1:55. When that engine finally roared to life, he didn't brag. He just wiped his hands on a rag, looked me dead in the eye, and said, "Maya told me how much you love your grandma's stuffing recipe. I wasn't going to let it go cold." 2:15. That hit me hard. He wasn't some aimless kid. He was just a guy who cared enough to fix things when they broke. 2:28. We went back inside, and as we sat down to eat by candlelight, I finally asked him, "So Caleb, what's the story with that truck of yours?" 2:40. He smiled, and for the first time, I actually smiled back. He still got the hyena laugh, but honestly, it's kind of growing on me.